Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm in East Dayton. It's time for a little bit of urban, or what you call abandoned exploration. This site was called Ecolotec, and then later on Republic Environmental. This used to be a dump site. It was some kind of dump site, or for, they dumped all kinds of stuff here, like lead, various, phosphorus, all kinds of other dangerous chemicals in the site. It's been abandoned for a long time. They opened this site back in 1978. I will post the article. I will post a link to the article that was written about this. It's been a while, but I guess this has been a source of controversy. There was an article that was written how not to clean up a brown field. So this is just pretty much just a source of decay, and I don't know why the city never did go. I don't know why this property's been allowed to sit here, but it was titled how not to clean up a brown field. But definitely Dayton presents many opportunities for abandoned exploration of all sorts. Right here is the inside of it right here. This looks like this is on a pretty good thing. So yeah, they accepted all kinds of dangerous chemicals at this site. It's always interesting to see this stuff. Right here. I tend to have a more negative tone towards this than your average urban explorer or abandoned explorer, mainly because of the corruption of the city and why they're not, forcing this to be torn down like it should be. So I guess when this opened, and I'll show more on the outside in a few minutes, but I guess when this opened in 1978, and this really turned out to be a bad decision to have this at the site they chose it at, because we're right over by the Mad River, which is one of the Mad Rivers just that way, which is, yeah, just north of where I'm at right now. So it really was a bad decision to ever have, this kind of business near a aquifer or a river that helps supply the city and county water. So this has been abandoned for, I'm not sure how long. I think it's been since the 90s. Republic Environmental might have been the last ones that were here. But it's always interesting getting a chance to explore these sites. Old bathroom commode. Railroad tracks right here on the side of it right here. Huh. Looks like an old former part of the bathroom, but this was titled, how not to clean up a brown field, Kind of surprised I haven't seen any raccoons back here, but I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Definitely some thick brush to get through. Overall, it's not that bad, but here's some of the outside of the bed. You could tell it extends quite a long ways to the back of it. I guess one of my videos was also filmed over by here a while back too. This building that's on the other side, it might have been part of that site. I'm not positive, but building this near an aquifer or near the water, definitely not a good decision by whoever allowed that or whoever approved the permit for that at the time. But man, you could tell this place is pretty big, because I know these other buildings extend over, and oh yeah. Ugh. See that nasty water right there that goes right down in it. Oh yeah, this is a big place too. So this looks like this was quite the operation here. As you could tell, there's a few different buildings to this. Definitely very overgrown. And I really don't think there's probably a whole lot of demand for this space. It's in a what you would call a certainly industrial area. This is this is close to the railroad tracks near Finley Street and Irwin. See that building over there? It looks burned out on the other side of the railroad tracks. I'm pretty sure that building is part of what I filmed before, but I think it may belong to what used to be this site. Ugh. Definitely nasty. Yeah, look how nasty this water is, and it's, as I said, it's pretty close to the Mad River too, so it should not be allowed to sit, you know, like this. I'm walking across a ledge right now, trying to stay out of this water, so if that's why the video may appear a little off focus, then that's it. But definitely a nasty mess right through here. Ugh. I'm gonna walk around the other side because I'm not gonna attempt to even cross that area of the building right there. I'll walk around the side of it here, or I'll get down from the ledge to film it. So definitely one of the better videos I filmed in a while is a place that I just found out about only just very recently. Yeah, the colder months are definitely better to do exploration, but that's just how it goes, you know. I got on long pants and boots, so I'm pretty safe while exploring this site. And I'm almost sure what I filmed before was probably part of this as well, the train going past. I'm not sure how much farther east this property goes, but here's some more of this one building right here. Trains going past there in the background. I might be making a mistake here, but I think this is the very edge of the property. I'm not totally positive, but I think this, at least on the eastern edge of it, is probably the very last part of it. Yeah, that's the end of it right there. That goes back right into the heart of East Dayton. Right there. So this is definitely interesting. Getting a chance to see this best, because eventually it's all going to be gone one day, but I guess there's probably no demand for a contaminated site that's in East Dayton. I mean, this part of East Dayton, of course, as you guys know, I live in East Dayton, but this part of East Dayton is not as commercialized, so I don't really feel, oh yeah, you can see all this shit right there, that wastewater crap, toilet paper, all that other crap that was there. So this site's got a lot of problems on it. Wow, what a mess. Definitely a beautiful day outside. I picked some catnip over at the park over at Eastwood Park, and since that's not even a mile from here, I figured I would stop over this way and, you know, make this video. I've been planning on making this video over the last 6 weeks, but I've been busy with other things. As you guys know, I made a few trips, and I still might have 1 or 2 more trips in me to show some other areas before it starts to get really cold in November. But definitely glad I stopped over here and had a look at this. Because when I read that article, I was definitely curious about this myself, about what was actually over here. So it's definitely interesting getting to see this, mess and getting a chance to do some urban exploration. I mean, I have did it several times on my page, more so of abandoned houses, but I have had a chance to film some old industrial sites before. Yeah, what a mess over here. And I'm almost got this building right here that's on the edge that's falling apart, and I might be making a mistake, but I'm pretty sure what's on the other side probably belonged to this as well. I did a video on that before, but I'll go ahead and include it on this one as well. What the heck? But this is just falling apart. It should have been demolished, obviously. So it's a good size operation, and so this I know was the Ecolotec Republic Environmental, and I'm pretty positive, just given what's on the other side, that this was probably part of it too. At one point in time, that it was probably part of it. I'd be kind of shocked if it wasn't. But I'll go ahead and have a look at this side again, because I'm almost sure this might have been part of it. But you see a bunch of industrial stuff on the edge. There's really not too much demand for that property. Of course not. Bike path is right beyond here. I'll see if there's another easier way to get around that. There probably is an opening on this fence somewhere, but I've showed that one, you know, before too. I'd be secured from this end because Dayton bag and burlap, I just don't feel like climbing over it. But an old Vectron gas meter right there. That's interesting. There's the video, the Ecolotec or Republic Environmental, whatever the hell the thing was called. Actually, there is an opening right here on the other side. I see it. I'm gonna include it on this video because I got enough time to include it. It says it's a private road back here, mainly because to try and keep people from dumping stuff back here. So I'm not exactly sure, but if I would venture to say this was probably part of the site at one point in time. I made a video of these buildings specifically